Crouse.
Well, you give a different kind of performance here. I mean, it reminded me a little bit of the stillness that you had in Just Buried, but it's a much different thing for you. And I mean, and really, like, you're at the center of every scene in this movie. Tell me a little bit about the prep, because when I was watching this, I was like, is it the Bolshevik Ferris Bueller? Is it, you know?
Exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And for me, that is exactly what it is. When I talked to Jacob about it, and I told him I was scared about playing a character that was 10 years younger than me, like I was trying to leave that behind, you know, or whatever, and I started talking to him about it, and then I told him that I had came to the Ferris conclusion, you know, because Ferris is that's my favorite film of all time. It's Ferris and Irreversible, neck and neck, the true, and then Battle Royale. So
okay, three, yeah,
nothing to do with each other. But Ferris is truly that's it for me, and when I realized that he kind of is Ferris in many, or I mean, he's not Ferris, but he is, like, in regards of the way he affects change in other people's lives, and going to war against his principle, and also the fact that the literal same age difference. Broderick was 26 when he played Ferris, and I was 26 when I played Leon. So it was like, yeah. And my prep was sort of like, I just had to, you know, I'm horribly earnest anyway, and disgustingly genuine, and even more so in high school when I was incredibly impassioned and was prone to crying and punching stuff and throwing fits and getting really angry. And in high school, you just care about everything so hard, and so I just had to kind of channel that, and then for me also, I had this kind of overriding idea of, like, because he's such an odd bird cut out of a different time period and makes such an effort to stick himself out. I mean, I don't know that he makes an effort to stick out, but he does stick out because of the efforts he makes, whatever they are. I knew that, like, there was a lot of room for kind of some physical comedy, believe it or not, and that's why, like, I walk out of every shot, strangely.
Well, and when you walk out of the shots, you put your arm behind your back in this way, and it's a little thing that, yeah, it's a little thing, but but it really helps define the character, right?
Some people never notice. Some people notice only that. I showed my friend Dan Fogler in New York, and he was like, "What the hell are you doing? What the fuck is this? You just walk away. You're a lunatic. You walk away from every scene like a cartoon character." But, like, yeah, just a bunch of subtle little tiles in a mosaic that make this kind of weird guy. And no matter what, Jacob knows this guy so well. Jacob, he will be embarrassed if I tell him this, he wrote that for him to play. He was going to be the Trotsky back in the day, sort of in the twist era, and he was going to be Trotsky. So he knows that character better than anyone. So he was always there to reel me back in or push me over, you know, whatever. He was just this incredible encyclopedia of information about the real Trotsky and this movie, because this movie has been his heart for so long.
Crouse.